Namaskar. I am Advocate B.R. Bornak. The topic of my today's lecture is the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016 means the रेरा, ज्यालाच आपण मराठी किंवा हिंदीमध्ये असंही म्हणू शकतो की स्थावर संपदा विनियमन व विकास अधिनियम 2016. Let us have a look on the journey of the RERA till today. In Maharashtra in 1963, MOFA Act was passed to regulate the construction activities of the builders developers. So there was a MOFA enacted in 1963, the Maharashtra Ownership Flats Act 1963. Thereafter, after long period, in 2012, the Maharashtra government passed the Maharashtra Housing Regulation and Development Act 2012. म्हणजेच 2000 मी मोफा 1963च्या नंतर महाराष्ट्र गव्हर्नमेंटनीच मधल्या दरम्यानच्या कालावधीमध्ये 2012 साली एक रेराच्या धर्तीवरच एक कायदा पास केला होता, ज्याचं नाव होतं महाराष्ट्र हाऊसिंग रेग्युलेशन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट ॲक्ट 2012. बट बिफोर फ्रेमिंग द रूल्स ऑफ दिस रेरा 2012 Maharashtra Housing Regulation and Development Act 2012, there was a movement at central government level to pass a comprehensive act to regulate, to control the activities of real estate at national level. म्हणजे राष्ट्रीय पातळीवरती असाच एक कायदा करायचं हे केंद्र सरकारने ठरवलं. आणि म्हणून हा महाराष्ट्राचा जो 2012चा जो ॲक्ट आहे रेरा सदृश, म्हणजे महारेरा ॲक्ट जो आहे तो इम्प्लिमेंट झाला नाही. अँड टू हॅव मीन्स ॲन ॲक्ट ॲट सेंट्रल लेवल, ॲन युनिफॉर्म ॲक्ट ऑल ओव्हर द कंट्री इन 2015, द ड्राफ्ट ऑफ रेरा वॉज प्रिपेअर्ड. म्हणजे आत्ताचा जो रेरा आहे त्याचा ड्राफ्ट आहे 2015 साली प्रिपेअर केला होता की हा देशभर एकच कायदा असावा म्हणून. म्हणजे हे रिअल इस्टेट सेक्टर आहे, तर त्या रिअल इस्टेट सेक्टरला नियंत्रित करण्यासाठी, त्याच्यावरती कंट्रोल ठेवण्यासाठी वगैरे पूर्ण भारतभर एकच कायदा असावा म्हणून 2015 साली या कायद्याचा मसुदा तयार केला गेला. ऑन 10th February 2015, the RERA was approved by the cabinet by doing major amendments in the original draft. म्हणजे जो ड्राफ्ट बनवला होता त्या ड्राफ्टमध्ये हा जो ड्राफ्ट आहे 10 फेब्रुवारी 2015, 10 फेब्रुवारी 2015 रोजी केंद्र सरकारच्या कॅबिनेट समोर, म्हणजे मंत्रिमंडळ जे आहे त्यांच्यासमोर ठेवला गेला आणि त्याच्यामध्ये बऱ्याचशा सुधारणा सुचवल्या गेल्या त्या कॅबिनेटच्या मीटिंगमध्ये. आणि 10 फेब्रुवारी 2015 म्हणजे 10 फेब्रुवारी 2015ला हा कायद्याचा मसुदा जो आहे या कॅबिनेटच्या मीटिंगमध्ये मंजूर केला. देअर आफ्टर ऑन 10th March 2016, द रेरा ॲक्ट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बिल वॉज पास्ड इन द राज्यसभा. म्हणजे पहिल्यांदा हा कायदा 10 मार्च 2016 रोजी हे रेरा ॲक्टचं जे बिल आहे हे पहिलं राज्यसभेमध्ये पास झालं. देअर आफ्टर ऑन 15th March 2016, द सेम बिल वॉज पास्ड इन द लोकसभा. म्हणजे तेच बिल नंतर ते लोकसभेमध्ये मांडलं गेलं, रेरा कायद्याचा जो मसुदा होता त्याचं बिल, आणि ते 15 मार्च 2016 रोजी लोकसभेमध्ये पण ते मंजूर झालं. म्हणजे संसदेच्या दोन्ही सभागृहामध्ये, राज्यसभा आणि लोकसभेमध्ये ते बिल जे आहे रेरा कायद्याचं ते मंजूर झालं. अँड देअर आफ्टर इट वॉज सेंट फॉर द असेंट ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट, बिकॉज इट इज आवर प्रोसेस टू एनॅक्ट, टू पास अँड इम्प्लिमेंट द लॉज, ॲक्ट्स इन इंडिया. म्हणजे आपल्या घटनेनुसार आपल्याकडे जे केंद्र सरकारचे कायदे आहेत ते कायदे मंजूर करून ते अंमलात आणण्यासाठी जी आपली प्रक्रिया आहे ती म्हणजे पहिल्यांदा संसदेच्या दोन्ही सभागृहामध्ये ते बिल मंजूर करायचं आणि त्याच्यानंतर ते राष्ट्रपतींच्या मंजुरीसाठी पाठवायचं. हेच जे बिल आहे रेरा ॲक्टचं, इट वॉज सेंट टू द प्रेसिडेंट फॉर हिज असेंट ऑन 25 मार्च 2016. म्हणजे 25 मार्च 2016ला हे बिल जे आहे हे राष्ट्रपतींच्या मंजुरीसाठी पाठवलं गेलं आणि त्याला 25 मार्च 2016ला राष्ट्रपतींची मंजुरी मिळाली त्या रेरा ॲक्टच्या बिलाला. अँड इट वॉज पब्लिश्ड इन द गव्हर्मेंट गॅझेट ऑन 26 मार्च 2016. आणि ते 26 मार्च 2016ला गव्हर्मेंटच्या गॅझेटमध्ये ते पब्लिश झालं. आणि एक वेळा का ते गव्हर्मेंटच्या गॅझेटमध्ये कुठल्याही कायद्याचा मसुदा पब्लिश झाला की तो कायदा आपल्या देशामध्ये पारित झाला, कायदा देशामध्ये तो अंमलात आला असं मानलं जातं. म्हणजे ऑफिशियली द ॲक्ट वॉज गॅझेटेड इन द गव्हर्मेंट गॅझेट ऑन 26 मार्च 2016. ठीक आहे. देर आफ्टर आता काय की धिस सब्जेक्ट रिअल इस्टेट दॅट इज अंडर परव्ह्यू ऑफ द स्टेट गव्हर्मेंट्स. म्हणजे जरी कायदा एक पास केला असला केंद्र सरकारने तरी हा विषय राज्य सरकारांच्या अखत्यारीत येत असल्यामुळं राज्य सरकारांना या कायद्याला अनुसरून, या कायद्यातील ज्या प्रोव्हिजन्स होत्या, मीन्स ॲज पर द प्रोव्हिजन्स ऑफ दिस ॲक्ट द स्टेट गव्हर्मेंट्स वेअर डायरेक्टेड टू फ्रेम इट्स ओन रूल्स. म्हणजे प्रत्येक राज्य सरकारला त्यांचे नियम या कायद्याला अनुसरून रूल्स अँड रेग्युलेशन्स फ्रेम करण्यासाठी निर्देश दिले गेले. इन महाराष्ट्र इन 2017 ऑन 19 एप्रिल 2017 पहिले आपल्याकडे काही रूल्स पास झाले. देअर आफ्टर ऑन 21 एप्रिल 2017 नंतर काही रूल्स पास झाले आणि त्याच्यानंतर असं टाईम टू टाईम रूल्स पास होत गेले. आणि 2019 साली 6 जून 2019 साली त्याच्यामध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणात अमेंडमेंट्स पण झालेले आहेत. म्हणजे आपल्याकडे त्याचे रूल्स जे पास झाले हे 2017मध्ये पास झाले आणि साधारणतः 1 मे 2017पासून हा कायदा जो आहे आपल्याकडे अंमलात आला. कारण रूल्स फ्रेम झाल्याच्या नंतर हा कायदा जो आहे हा अंमलात येतो. ठीक आहे. तर असं ही या कायद्याची जर्नी आहे महाराष्ट्रापर्यंत. म्हणजे 2017पासून आपल्याकडे हा कायदा जो आहे हा अंमलात आलेला आहे, जो रेरा आहे. आणि आपल्याकडे त्याचे जे रूल्स बनले आहेत दोज रूल्स दे आर कॉल्ड ॲज महारेरा रूल्स. Now, while seeing this act, we have to study certain definitions. म्हणजे ह्या कायद्याचा अभ्यास करतेवेळी आपल्याला काही व्याख्या ज्या आहेत महत्त्वाच्या व्याख्या, काही व्याख्या दिल्या आहेत, काही फॉर्मल डेफिनेशन्स आर दिस आहे त्या ठिकाणी. सम डेफिनेशन्स आर फॉर्मल बट सम डेफिनेशन्स आर इम्पॉर्टंट दॅट वी विल हॅव टू स्टडी. म्हणजे रेराच्या अभ्यासकाला त्या व्याख्या चा अभ्यास करणं किंवा कॉमन मॅनसाठी पण त्या व्याख्यांचा अभ्यास करणं महत्त्वाचं आहे. त्याच्यामधली फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन जी आहे, पहिली डेफिनेशन जी आहे म्हणजे या महत्त्वाच्या डेफिनेशन त्याच्यामधली दॅट इज ॲडव्हर्टिजमेंट. आता व्हाईल कॅरिंग आउट बिझनेस ऑफ द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ रिअल इस्टेट द प्रमोटर्स, या ठिकाणी डेव्हलपर्स बिल्डर्सना या कायद्यामध्ये प्रमोटर्स असं म्हटलेलं आहे. देन प्रमोटर्स म्हणजे बिल्डर डेव्हलपर्स दे गिव्ह ॲडव्हर्टिजमेंट. Now, this definition of advertisement is made quite comprehensive. म्हणजे ही बहुव्यापक अशी व्याख्या बनवलेली आहे. म्हणजे प्रमोटर डेव्हलपर बिल्डर जो आहे बाय एनी मीन्स ही अप्रोचेस टू प्रॉस्पेक्टिव्ह फ्लॅट पर्चेसर ऑर बायर ऑफ फ्लॅट, अपार्टमेंट, प्लॉट एटसेट्रा, दॅट एव्हरी मीन दॅट इज कन्सिडर्ड in the definition of advertisement. So that is any document described or issued as advertisement through any medium including any notice, circular or other documents or publicity in any form informing persons about a real estate project or offering for sale or inviting persons to purchase in any manner or to make advances or deposits. Means this definition is quite comprehensive. If the promoter developer approaches the prospective buyer by any means and he invites to the prospective buyer to purchase the flat or to make advance, deposit, etc. means by any means, that is considered as advertisement अंडर द रेरा. म्हणजे आता या ठिकाणी जे बिल्डर्स आहेत वगैरे असे कुठे सुटू शकत नाहीत की ते कोणत्याही प्रकारे इन्व्हाइट करू देत, कोणत्याही प्रकारे तुमच्याशी ते कॉन्टॅक्ट करू देत. प्रत्येक अगदी ती गोष्ट आहे लिखित स्वरूपातली जी असेल दॅट इज ॲडव्हर्टिजमेंट. सेकंड डेफिनेशन दॅट इज ऑफ अलॉटी. अलॉटी इन द definition of allotee, the person to whom the flats or apartments are allotted or sold, they are considered, as well as the persons who subsequently acquires the said allotment. If for some purposes, if that person who subsequently acquires this allotment, the said allotment, if he want to take shelter help of the provisions of RERA, and if that period falls within the time limit given by the RERA, then that person also can take benefits of the provisions of the RERA. म्हणजे डायरेक्ट ज्याला फ्लॅट विकला तीच व्यक्ती नाही, दुसरी व्यक्ती सबसिक्वेंटली फ्लॅट घेईल, पण ती सबसिक्वेंटली जी फ्लॅट घेणारी व्यक्ती आहे ती जर समजा आता या ठिकाणी काही डिफेक्ट लायबिलिटी पिरियड दिलेला आहे 5 वर्षाचा, आणि 5 वर्षाच्या त्या डिफेक्ट लायबिलिटीच्या पिरियडच्या अगोदर समजा एखाद्याने रिसेलमध्ये वगैरे फ्लॅट घेतला तर तीही व्यक्ती अलॉटी असं संबोधलं जाईल. कारण का 5 वर्षापर्यंत डिफेक्ट लायबिलिटी पिरियड आहे. अँड दिस डिफेक्ट लायबिलिटी पिरियड ऑफ द प्रमोटर, म्हणजे प्रमोटरकडून काही समजा डिफेक्ट्स झाले, व्हायोलेशन्स झाले असतील तर 5 वर्षापर्यंत त्याने ते रेक्टिफाय करून द्यायच्यात पोझिशन दिल्याच्या नंतर ओरिजिनल अलॉटीला. in between, if there is sale by first allotee, then subsequently the person who buys subsequently, he is also entitled to get the same benefits under RERA. He is also entitled to get the his grievances redressed under the RERA. That is why this definition is also important. Means person to whom the apartment, flat, plot, building, etc. allotted, sold by the promoter, as well as the person who subsequently acquires the said apartment, plot, flat, building, etc. Means the person who subsequently also acquires the flat or apartment, then that person is also considered as allotee. But this definition does not include a person to whom it is given on rent. Means when the property is given on rental basis, then that tenant, the person who acquires the property on rental basis, is called as tenant. Then that tenant is not considered as allotee. The person who acquires, who purchases, who buys the property, the building, means the apartments or flat, plot, that person, then that person may be the original buyer, or the person who has acquired that property subsequently, means they are also considered as allottees. This definition is also quite helpful definition for the flat purchasers who acquires the flats in resale but within defect liability period. Then this definition is helpful to them also, as it is helpful to original buyers of the flats. Now further definition, that is of apartment. Now in apartment, this definition is also quite comprehensive. In apartment, see, block, chamber, dwelling unit, flat, office, showroom, shop, godown, premises, suite, tenement, unit, or by any other name, a separate and self-contained part of any movable property used or intended to be used as a residence, office, shop, showroom, or godown, or for carrying on any business, occupation, profession, or trade for any other type of ancillary use. Means that unit the allotee acquires or purchases, that can be of any nature, and with intention of any intention he has acquired that unit. If he want to use that unit for residence purpose or for business occupation, means all those units, they are considered as apartment under the RERA. In MOFA, they were considered as flats, but in RERA they are considered as apartments. Then for whatever purpose you may buy that unit, that will be considered as apartment. Now next definition, important definition, that is of carpet area. Under RERA, carpet area is a net usable floor area of an apartment, excluding the area covered by the external walls. Means external walls, they are not counted in carpet area. Areas under service shafts are also not counted under carpet area. Exclusive balcony or veranda area and exclusive open terrace area, they are also not counted in carpet area, but it includes the carpet area includes the area covered by the internal partition walls of the apartments. Means the area covered by the internal partition walls are there, means room partition walls are there, no, that area is covered under carpet area. Means the area from one outside wall to another outside wall, that is considered in carpet area, excluding exclusive balcony, service shafts, verandas, and exclusive open terrace area. This exclusive balcony, veranda, exclusive open terrace area, that can be shown separately in the agreement, but it is not counted in carpet area. This they can be carpet area plus usable plus extra area, total usable area, like that concept that is going on now, but they are not counted in carpet area. They can be mentioned in the agreement as usable area, additional area. Okay. Next definition, that is of family. In the definition of family, husband is considered, if the allottee or flat purchaser is wife, then her husband. If the flat purchaser is husband, then his wife. Means husband, wife, minor son, and unmarried daughter wholly dependent. The daughter who is unmarried and wholly dependent on parents. Means these four categories are only considered in the definition of family: husband, wife, minor son, and unmarried daughter wholly dependent. Next definition, that is garage. Means garage is the premises having a roof and walls on three sides. See, premises having roof and walls on three sides for parking any vehicle, but does not include an unenclosed or uncovered parking space such as open parking areas. Means open parking areas of any type, that is not considered as a garage. The premises having a roof and walls on three sides, and which is used for parking of vehicles, which is dedicated for parking of vehicles, that area, that part, that is called as garage. That part of the building, that is called as garage. Now further, very much important definition under section 2 subsection ZA, that is clause ZA, you can say, that is of interest. Here this is means by making this definition of interest, it is it is made very much clear that in case of the liability occurs there for payment of interest, then what will be the liability of the developer and what will be the liability of the allottee. Here see, the rates of interest payable by the promoter or the allottee, as the case may be. Means the rate of interest payable by the promoter, when the promoter is liable to pay the interest, when the promoter fails to comply with the provisions of the RERA as to the giving possession of the premises within the or as on or before the date agreed upon by him. If he fails to give possession, then the allottee has option to ask for refund of money. In that case, the promoter is liable to pay interest on the money he had collected from the allotee in that case. And when the allotee is liable to pay interest to the promoter, whenever there is a demand for flat cost as per the progress of the construction, there is a due date. On or before that due date, the allotee is liable to make payment of that installment, and on that date, if the allotee fails to make the payment, then for delayed period, the allotee is liable to pay interest to the promoter. Means here the liability of interest by the promoter or the allotee, as the case may be. See, what is the provision under RERA? Under clause ZA of section 2, the rate of interest chargeable from the allotee by the promoter in case of default shall be equal to the rate of interest which the promoter shall be liable to pay to the allotee in case of default. Means the same rate of interest is now applicable for both. If the promoter makes default, then what interest is applicable? The same interest is applicable when the allotee makes default. When the allotee makes default, what rate of interest is liable to pay to the promoter? The same rate of interest the promoter is liable to pay in case he makes default. Okay, means here there is no disparity now. Both promoter as well as allotee, they are now put at par so far as the rate of interest is concerned. Okay, the interest payable by the promoter to the allotee shall be from the date the promoter received the amount or any part thereof till the date the amount or part thereof and interest thereon is refunded. Means from the date of receipt of the amount or part thereof till the date of a refund, the promoter is liable to pay the interest to the allotee. And the interest payable by the allotee to the promoter shall be from the date the allotee defaults in payment to the promoter till the date it is paid. Means for delayed period we can say here. Now see, the very much clear provision is made in the RERA now as to the rate of interest. Now the rate of interest, further the ambiguity is also removed by mentioning in rules under MahaRERA rules. Means our Maharashtra government has prepared rules on 21 April 2017. There is rule number 18. In that rule number 18, it is mentioned that rate of interest payable by the promoter and the allotee, the basis of this rate of interest, that is the rate of interest shall be the SBI, the State Bank of India's highest marginal cost of lending rate plus 2%. Means what is the highest marginal cost of lending rate charged by the State Bank of India? That additional 2% plus 2%, suppose the highest marginal cost of lending rate of the SBI, that is 10%, then by adding 2%, this rate of interest can be fixed, that is 12%. And if this highest marginal cost of lending rate of SBI that is not available, then such benchmark lending rates which the SBI may fix from time to time for lending to general public. Means this rate of interest under RERA, that is based on the highest marginal cost of lending rate fixed by the State Bank of India. Means all ambiguities, they are removed by making such provisions under the RERA. Now further definition, that is definition of a promoter. Here this definition is also comprehensive. Let us see who are included in the definition of the promoter. First, the person who constructs or causes to be constructed the building, including converting the existing building for selling purpose. Second, who develops land into a project, the plots for selling. Means now the RERA is applicable to the development. Means where some developers are there, they buy land, and by plotting the land they sell the plots. For those projects also the RERA is applicable. MOPA was not applicable to such type of projects, but RERA is applicable to plotting projects also. Then means the person who develops land into a project, the plots for selling with or without structure, in that case also that developer, that he is called as promoter. Means any development authority, now see MHADA, MMRDA, SIDCO, HUDCO, all these authorities, they are considered under RERA. They are means the RERA is applicable to those authorities as well. Any development authority or any other public body in respect of allottees. An apex state level cooperative housing finance society and a primary cooperative housing society, if they carry out development for selling purpose, then they are also covered under RERA. Or any other person who acts himself as a builder, colonizer, contractor, developer, estate developer, or by any other name, he is called as promoter. Or he claims to be acting as the holder of a power of attorney from the owner of the land on which the building or apartment is constructed or plot is developed for sale, or such other person who constructs any building or apartment for sale to general public. See, all these persons, authorities, etc., they are now brought under definition of the promoter. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी कुणालाही सोड, नो अथॉरिटी इज स्पेअर्ड if they are carrying out development activities, construction activities for selling purpose. Further definition, that is of real estate project. See, the real estate project, the development of a building or a building consisting of apartments, or converting an existing building or a part thereof into apartments, or the development of land into plots or apartments, as the case may be, for the purpose of selling all or some of the said apartments or plots or building, and includes the common areas, the development works, all improvements and structures thereon, and all easement rights and appurtenances belonging thereto. Means now this all these activities, they are considered, means the real estate project consists of all these activities. The collectively that is called as real estate project. Now this was some important definitions under the RERA. So I have touched here the important definitions under the RERA, which we should understand. There are other definitions also, but they are merely formal definitions. That is why those definitions are of not that much importance to study in detail.